Okay, this video is on how to use Edpuzzle and what you're going to see on an Edpuzzle video that I have posted. And I've got one right here on ID Flip Video. When you go to log in to an assignment that's done with Edpuzzle, you're going to get this screen before it lets you go in. So if you can't get in, you have to click and you want to just go ahead and click Login with Google. Now the easiest way to do this is to already be logged into Google on a separate tab. So it's the easiest thing you do would be to just open up a separate tab, go into Gmail, and log in here, and then when I go there, it's already going to be logged in, and it's going to say login with Google. So I'm going to go ahead and log in. So then now that I'm logged in over here, I can hit login with Google, and that's going to go ahead and open up. It's going to ask you if it can log in with your account. I'm using a student's account right now to demonstrate this. So you just click right there that you're going to log in. You have to agree to the terms that they want to be able to use just your email address and your basic profile, and you say accept. Then it's going to come up and say, hey, you're not part of this class. Do you want to join? You go ahead and click join now, and now you're in the Edpuzzle assignment. Now, just so you know, on an Edpuzzle assignment, it's a little bit different. I would recommend going full screen to see everything because, number one, you're not going to be able to read it as well, and number two, if you go full screen, then the pop-up kind of makes a little more sense on the side. So I'm going to go full screen, and then I'm going to go ahead and start the video. And I've got a little pop-up down here. Do you want to allow Edpuzzle to go full screen? I'm going to say yes. And for some reason it's not showing the play bar, so I'm going to go ahead and push play first and then go to full screen. I still am not seeing it, and that's, I just realized, because I've got this browser zoomed in so that it looked bigger on my screen. So if I go now and I go full screen, well, I'm just going to show it to you here. I'm in Internet Explorer, which I never am in. It works great in Firefox, so I would recommend doing it there. Now, just to show you a little bit about Edpuzzle, it's locked from going forward. You can't scroll forward. You can always scroll back, but you can't ever go past. You can see where that lock was. You can't ever go past where you have viewed to. So at any time, you can go back because you missed something, but you can't ever go forward. I'm going to go ahead and let this play forward through the first question to show you what that's like without actually spending time recording it. So I'll pause here for a second. Okay, so I just got to the first question. It automatically pops up, and this is what I was saying. If I was full screen, it'd be a lot easier to see this than if I'm watching it in this window. If you're full screen, this actually pops up to the right hand side of it. So you answer the question and you submit your answer. You can go back and rewatch, and it grades every answer that you put in. So you want to make sure you try to get the right answer the first time. Now, every time you answer a question, if you got it wrong, it doesn't take off full credit as long as you get it right eventually, which is not to say I want you to click on it and click on it and click on it and click on it, because if you do that, then you're going to end up losing all the credit. So the point here with Edpuzzle, and you can go back and rewatch because I didn't get that, and I didn't get it maybe because I wasn't paying close attention to that. Again, now you can fast forward up to that point where it's locked at until you answer that question correctly. Once you've gone through and gotten full credit for an Edpuzzle, you can come back here at any time and play it and scroll back and forth through it as much as you want to. It's just the first time it forces you to watch the whole thing. Some of these are questions. Some of them are comments. They all show as little questions as breaks in there because sometimes they stop and you get a comment in there while you're doing the Edpuzzle. Just because maybe I make a note to something that someone else or I said. In the case of this one, it's not one that I made, it's one I found. So that's how you use the Edpuzzle. And again, I would recommend using the full screen button. But it's not working in Internet Explorer, but it works fine in Firefox. You'll see it pops up with the questions will pop up on the left-hand side. And that is Edpuzzle.